Hello, my name is Christina Cummins, and I will be sharing a short biography of the trailblazer Pauli Murray and their influence as a Black feminist and activist. Pauli was born in Baltimore, Maryland, but grew up with extended family in North Carolina after both of their parents passed away. They spent their young adult years questioning their sexual and gender identity and ultimately made a choice to legally change their name to Pauli in order to signify their non-binary self-identification. Pauli attended Howard University's law school to pursue a career as a civil rights lawyer, using writing as their weapon for activism. They also co-founded the National Organization for Women, and Pauli is recognized as the first Black person perceived as a woman to become an Episcopal priest in 1977. Pauli's philosophy was to use legal action to defend the rights of African Americans, women, and LGBTQ plus people. They felt that the rights of working class Black women needed to be addressed as intersectional discrimination was very present, but often unacknowledged and misunderstood. In this figure on the side of the screen, you'll see a quote that says, "It is exceedingly difficult for a Negro woman to determine whether or not she is being discriminated against because of race or sex." And this just goes to show Polly's personal experience with intersectional discrimination and the motivations that they had personally to fix this issue. In their years as a student, Murray was known as a radical forward thinker. They argued that the separate but equal argument derived from the Plessy v. Ferguson court ruling violated the 13th and 14th Amendment. A decade later, their idea was credited as a contributing factor to the overturning of the Plessy v. Ferguson ruling in the Brown v. Board of Education court ruling. Pauli continued their technical defenses by pushing for the Civil Rights Act of 1964 to contain the word sex. This would make it easier to declare sex discrimination unconstitutional and therefore open the door towards gender equality. Pauli faced limitations and experienced intersectional discrimination due to both their race and biological sex. As the only woman presenting person in her class, her ideas were often dismissed, despite being at the top of their class. They were even denied admittance into the Harvard Law School and was forced to make alternate arrangements at Berkeley instead. They also had conflicting views about their leadership role in now because they felt that the women of color were not being prioritized. Because of this, Pauli left the organization to join the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission in order to adequately address the marginalized issue concerning Black working class women. In my analysis, I view that the legal work Pauli Murray was able to accomplish laid the groundwork for progressive gender equality on a legislative level. Murray's advocacy for the technical use of the word sex in the Civil Rights Act of 1964 precipitated on the base of sex arguments. On the basis of sex arguments led to significant court rulings where women gained equal protections in the 1970s and LGBTQ plus people were guaranteed employment without harassment or discrimination in 2020. Here are my references, and thank you for listening.